Sheila Cecilia Escovedo, better known to all of us as drummer, percussionist extraordinaire Sheila E, was born on December the 12th, 1957 in Oakland, California. At 15, she started playing congas for her father's Latin band Azteca. Later, she joined legendary jazz artist George Duke's band. After separating from George Duke's band in and around 1983, she began collaborating with His Royal Badness himself, Prince. Now, in 1983 wasn't the first time they met each other. They actually met each other previously in the late 1970s, but in 1983 is when they started collaborating with one another, musically collaborating. One of their earliest musical collaborations was on Prince and the Revolution's steamy song Erotic City, where Sheila E shared vocals with Prince. In that same year, 1984, in which Erotic City was released, Sheila dropped her debut album, The Glamorous Life, with the huge hit, the title track hit, The Glamorous Life, being a huge single off that debut album. In 1985, she released a follow-up to her debut album called Romance 1600, which contained the hit single Love Bizarre, which featured vocals from Prince himself on that single. Also in 1985, she appeared in the cult classic movie, Crush Groove. Her hit single from the Crush Groove soundtrack, called Holly Rock, became a fan favorite. In 1985, Sheila also was a part of the USA for Africa project that's sung We Are the World and performed We Are the World. So in 1985, she was part of the USA for Africa project. Big accomplishment for her at the time. In 1987, she released her self-titled album called simply Sheila E. The singles released off that album were called Cuckoo and Hold Me, and both were minor hits. From 1987 through 1989, she actually toured with Prince as his percussionist, and she also was the musical director of his shows during this time. In 1991, she released her album Sex Symbol. A couple of singles were released from this album, including the title track and a couple of other singles that didn't fare too well, didn't have too much success. She continued to grind in the 1990s though, even though the 1991 album Sex Symbol was not commercially successful. She continued working with other artists as a drummer, percussionist, collaborating with other musical artists in all types of forms and fashions. Pictured here with Cyndi Lauper. Like I stated, she stayed busy in the 1990s doing, doing what she loves to do. In the late 1990s, she got a big break. She became the musical director for Magic Johnson's late night talk show. Even though the late night talk show didn't have a long life on TV, this still was a big opportunity for Sheila. And she also, to this day, is the only female musical director of a late night talk show to this day. So it's a big accomplishment for Sheila back in the late 1990s. In the 2000s, Sheila continued to do her thing, and she was still busy as ever, adding her percussions to the Beyonce song Work It Out for the Austin Powers Goldmember soundtrack. She also performed with the Beatles' Ringo Starr and his all-star band for several performances during the early 2000s. And of course, she reunited with her old friend Prince to perform with him for several and many performances throughout the 2000s. Sprinkle in there her performances at the NAACP Image Awards in 2005. In 2006, she performed at the Jazz Festival as part of Herbie Hancock's band. And in 2007, she performed at the Latin Grammys. So very versatile in her performances, Sheila is. And she did much more stuff. I can't even name all the stuff she did in the 2000s, but this is just a few things that she did in the 2000s as far as performance. In 2006, Sheila formed her own band with the acronym COED, which stood for Chronicles of Every Diva. The group released a single called The Water of Life and also had a successful tour of Europe and Japan during 2006 and 2007. Sheila continued to work throughout the 2000s up until the present day as a musical director, as a performer on the drums and the percussions, and all around. Just she's a very busy woman, and she's staying busy. Like I stated, Sheila E continues to perform to this present day, Still got her hands in a lot of projects in this present day. So she's still very much active. And I just wish all the love and blessings to Miss Sheila E. May her light continue to shine. And with that, I'm going to end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, share, and comment on this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. After subscribing, please make sure to click that little notification bell in order to be notified of any new uploads from the channel. With this video, I am out. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace! One love. Stay safe.